Good day, class. Our today's lesson is about solving quadratic equation by extracting square root. Let us have a short review first about quadratic equation. So what is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation in one variable is a mathematical sentence of degree 2 that can be written in the following standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Quadratic equation can be also written in another form, and that is x squared equals k. If that is the case, we can solve this by applying the following properties. First, if k, or the constant, is greater than 0, which is positive, then x squared equals k has two real solutions or roots. X, which is x, is equal to positive and negative square root of k. So I repeat, if the value of k is positive, there are always two real solutions. Okay? I repeat, there are two real solutions. Okay? Next, if k is 0 or equal to 0, then x squared equals k has one real solution or root, and that is only 0. Wala na pong iba. 0 lang ang sagot. Okay? There is only one answer, and that is 0. Next, if k is negative, which is less than 0, then x squared equals k has no real solution. I repeat, if k is negative, which is less than 0, the answer has no real solutions or roots. Okay? The method of solving the quadratic equation x squared equals k is called extracting square roots. Okay? Now let us apply this concept or this method to solve quadratic equation. Okay, let me give you an example. Let us use first the first property. If k is greater than 0, we need to say if k is positive. Say for example, x squared equals 16. Oh, 16 is positive, so therefore we are expecting two real solutions. Let us apply first your previous lessons in grade 8, and that is factoring method. Okay, let us apply that first. By applying factoring method first, let us change the equation into standard form by transposing 16 into other side by using SPE or subtraction property of equality. So x squared minus 16 equals 16 minus 16. Again, in SPE, if we're going to subtract a number on the other side, you have also to subtract the same number on the another side. So therefore, the answer is x squared minus 16 equals 0. Then, let's get the factors of x squared minus 16. So what do you think? Yes, that is x plus 4, or the quantity of x plus 4 and the quantity of x minus 4 equals 0. Correct. Now, let us equate each factor into 0. So let's start with x plus 4 equals 0. So we have x plus 4 equals 0. By applying SPE to transpose 4, so we have x plus 4 minus 4 equals x equals 0 minus 4. Subtract both sides by 4, so the answer is x is equal to negative 4. Now, let us proceed to another factor, which is x minus 4. Then equate it to 0. Yan. So this time, let us apply APE. So, add both sides by positive 4. So therefore, we have x equals 4. So therefore, we have two real numbers. And what are those? Negative 4 and positive 4. That is the answer if you're going, that is the process if you're going to apply factoring method. There is an easy way on how to solve this by using extracting square root. Sige, I will use the same example, which is x squared minus 6, x squared equals 16. Let us use extracting square root. So extracting square root. So we have to extract it both sides. Square root of x squared equals square root of 16. Extract it by using square root. And square root of x squared equals square root of 16. So therefore, the answer is square root of x squared is x, while square root of 16 is positive and negative 4. Okay? Positive and negative 4. That's it. We have the same answer, but in this case, we are applying extracting square root. Okay? Another example. What if x squared equals 64? X squared equals 64. What is that? So, by applying extracting square root, so we have square root of x squared equals square root of 64. So, square root of x squared is x, while square root of 64 is positive and negative 8. Yes, you got it. Let us check. If x is 8, so therefore 8 squared, is that equal to 64? Let us check. 8 times 8, 64. Correct. What if x is negative 8? So therefore we have negative 8 square, is that equal to 64? Remember the rules in multiplication. If we're going to multiply the same negative, the product is always a positive. So therefore, negative 8 times negative 8, the answer is positive 64. Okay, that is for first property. Now, let us proceed to the second property. If k is equal to 0, what do you think is the answer? There is only one real solution and no other than that is only 0. Okay? Let us proceed. If x squared is equal to 0, so therefore, the answer is, by applying extracting square root, so we have square root of x squared equals square root of 0. So square root of x squared is x, while square root of 0 is only 0. Wala namang negative 0 and positive 0. There is only one real solution and that is 0. Another example, what if the equation is like this? X squared plus 5 equals 5. First, let us combine the similar terms by applying SPE. Yes, by subtracting both sides by negative 5. By 5 rather. Okay, by 5. So therefore, we have x squared equals 0. So, since x squared equals 0, the answer is still 0. Okay? Now, let us proceed to the third property. What if k is less than 0? K is negative. So we are expecting no real solutions or roots. Example, x squared equals negative 2. By applying extracting square roots, so we have square root of x squared equals square root of negative 2. Square root of x squared is x. Yes. Square root of negative 2, yes, there is an answer if we're going to use I. But the answer is not a real solution. Okay? The answer is not a real solution. Okay? So, if we're going to get the square root of a negative radicand, the answer has no real solution. Wala. Okay, ulitin ko ha. If the square root of a negative radicand, the answer has no real solutions. Okay? Another example. X squared plus 6 equals 3. Combine first the similar terms by applying SPE. Subtract it both sides by 6. So the answer is x squared equals negative 3. Again, extracting square root, x squared equal square root of x squared equals square root of negative 3. The answer is still no real solution. Okay? Now, let me give you more examples. Yan. 2s squared equals 50. What if the equation is like that? 2s squared equals 50. Okay, we cannot apply directly extracting square root. First, we will use DPE. What's DPE? Division property of equality. So, by dividing both sides by 2. So, therefore, we have that. 2s squared over 2 equals 50 over 2. So, the answer is s squared equals 25. Now, we can apply extracting square root. So, therefore, we have square root of s squared equals square root of 25. Square root of s squared is s, while the square root of 25 is, yes, positive and negative 5. Last example. What if the equation is like this? The quantity squared of 2b minus 1 is equal to 625. Okay, the quantity squared of 2b minus 1 equals 625. So, in this case, we can apply directly the extracting square root. Okay? So, we have square root of the quantity squared of 2b minus 1 equals square root of 625. So, the answer is 2b minus 1 equals positive and negative 25. Now, let us separate the two. Let us use positive 25 first, then negative 25. Let us equate it. Let us use positive 25 first. 2b minus 1 equals 25. Then, by applying APE, adding both sides by 1, so we have 2b equals 26. Then, applying DPE, division property of equality, so 2b over b equals 26 over 2. So, b is equal to 13. Okay. Now, let us equate also let us equate into negative 25. 2b minus 1 equals negative 25. So, by applying APE, add both sides by 1. So, we have 2b equals negative 24 because negative 25 plus 1, the answer is negative 24. Then, DPE. Apply DPE, division property of equality. So, divided both sides by 2, 2b over 2 equals negative 24 over 2. So, the answer is negative, b is equal to negative 12. Okay? And that is our lesson for today. Recap lang tayo ng konti. There are three properties. If k is greater than 0, which is positive, the answer, there are two real solutions. Okay? There are two real solutions. Okay? I will repeat. If k is greater than 0, which is positive, there are two real solutions. Okay? If k is equal to 0, there is only one real solution, and that is 0. And if k is negative, which is less than 0, the answer is always no real solution. That is our lesson for today about solving quadratic equation by using extracting square root. That's all, and goodbye.